Welcome everybody. Today we are going to take a look at the top 5 PvP toxic dices in game. So for the rating we took the meta decks. So okay, some of them aren't really that high in the meta, but we are going to take a look how the dice fare against that meta deck. So there in total in my mindset there are 7 toxic dice in game and only 5 are on this list. So starting right away with the first spot. 5th place we got meta dice. So the meta dice isn't really a strong PvP toxic dice, but it's still better than silence because the meta gets over time stronger. So you need a strong deck to play with meta, but I won't recommend playing meta in PvP anyway. So we are going to take a look at the rating. So against Solar decks, meta is really bad because Solar has an area attack. Against Yin Yang, also bad. At the beginning you can pressure it a little bit, but at the beginning the meta is still weak, so not really helping. Versus Assassin decks, forget it. The Assassin decks will reduce your meta, and till you survive that long, your meta might not be strong enough. Against Royals, forget it. You can't win it. You can maybe win when you have higher crit damage, but else the matchup wise you won't win. Versus Royal decks, versus combo decks, I don't think so, because the combo get over time stronger. You get your meta will get over time stronger as well, but the combo still will win. So I would just say the points. So meta got from me 8 points. The maximum points a dice can get is 25. So 8 out of 25. Yeah, meta is bad, but it's on the 5th spot. Now coming to the 4th spot, there we have a tie, so we have 2 third spots, I can say. So the first dice that's sharing the 3rd spot is the IX10 dice. So IX10 is decent, but in this current meta isn't really that strong, but still it can be effective. So against Solar decks, it can be effective when you're lucky with your RNG. So you still need a little bit RNG. Against Yin Yang, it's also a little bit RNG, but Yin Yang can easily swap the hacked dice out, or they leave it because they have their whole battlefield Yin Yang for some reason. So it's not that great. Against Assassin, it's okay-ish, but not really that great. Against Royal, not really. Unless you're targeting the DPS, but it needs RNG. It needs RNG to be very effective. And versus combo, also you need RNG because the combo decks you know already, they will be merging all the time, so the IX10 doing things isn't really that helpful. Now take a look at the second dice that took the 3rd place. So the second dice that took the 3rd place is the Assassin. Yeah, you think to yourself, wait, Assassin's on spot 3? So which decks share spot 1 and 2? You will see, we get there. So Assassin used to be one of the best toxic dices, but since the royal change, things have changed. Assassin's still strong, but it's, yeah, depends on which deck they face off. So if they face off against Solar, they are very effective. It's not the best, but it's very effective. Against Yin Yang, it's, yeah, at the beginning it used to be it used to be better, but now the Yin Yang players got smarter, so it ends the RNG. I mean, in the mid game you might win, but in the higher end game the Yin Yang players know how to play against Assassin decks. Sometimes the Assassin might win, but sometimes they lose, so it's a 50-50 thing. Mirror matches aren't really nice, but mirror matches go fast over, so because they assassinate themselves, and it more often ends before the 3rd boss. Against Royal, I say it's bad because Royal, what they do, so the assassin will reduce the Royal field, but Royal will change the DPS dices into assassins or whatever, and the assassins have to merge and they won't get their DPS back, so it's not that great. And against combo, yeah, it's not that great either. It depends on what kind of combo, but most of the time the assassin might lose against combo. But not many players playing as combo as well in this current meta. So now we're going to the second place. Oh wait, before we're going to the second place deck, the assassin and IXN got 15 out of 25 points. Okay, now coming to the second place deck. Second place dice, not deck. I said deck for some reason. So we got the flow dice. So you already know what that dice is the number 1 spot. But flow is very effective. Flow is now played with the flame, can be played with other things, but flow decks most of the time are combined with royal. So flow is effective against Solar because Solar needs some time to build up. It's also very effective against Yin Yang because most of the time Yin Yang will build up their battlefield after the first boss or just close before. And if you play Yin Yang, if you play Typhoon Flow, sometimes you just do 2 power-ups to the Typhoon, then lots of power-up to Flow to pressure the Yin Yang player. Against Assassin, it's also very effective. Not in the first wave, but after the second boss. Then, when you have your battlefield kind of built up, then you'll pressure the Assassin player. And most of the time, they might lose, or it's going to be a long battle. And when it's the time where you both can really kill the monsters, the flow makes a difference. Because the monsters on your opponent's side will get faster on their base or whatever. And yeah. Royal players, it's also very effective because it might be a mirror matchup, but yeah. And versus combo can be also very effective because, like I said at the beginning, it's pressuring them. So flow is actually a very good toxic dice, and it got 19 out of 25 points. So now coming to first place dice, you already know what dice is first place. Yes, yes, yes. Royal dice is the most toxic dice in PvP. So Royal destroys everything, can destroy everything. Mirror match Royal is, yeah, depends who has the better RNG. So Royal versus Solar, very, very effective. Because the Solar player might have activated his Solar 1-2 merges or higher drop merges, and the Solar activation can be easily gone. Especially against Solar Luna decks. They will have more problems with Royals. Yin Yang players, we don't need to talk about Yin Yang players. This is the Yin Yang killer. They can't really build up their battlefield unless they have the RNG from the gods. Sometimes they do a high merge, and what they did, just change them to jokers, and yeah, that's when RNG says, yeah, you can do whatever you want. RNG won't be on your side this time. And maybe the plasma battlefield will do something about that. But yeah, but you can play also the luminous prison, so to have the double royal effect. That's also very toxic. Versus Assassin, also very good. Assassin can't really do much against Royal. Royal versus Royal, it's, yeah, who has the better deck, who has the better RNG, so it's 50-50. Can't say very good because it's both players' game. And against combo, it's very effective. So it got 21 out of 25 points. That's almost the maximum points. So that's it with the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.